All right. Sorry. Had to get some things sorted out. Had to get some things sorted out first. But hello, everyone. Hi. How are we doing? How is everyone doing? Okay. Had to fix some things. Rumble was weird. Um, just wanted to give that try to get that working. So now I realize that with Restream Rumble, they'll just do Rumble for you. I pre-set up Rumble, and it was just weird. But howdy, everyone. Hello. It's been so long. I've missed you all. Um, Look, I just felt like we needed to catch up. I don't know if that was just a me thing. Maybe it's not a you thing. But that's kind of what I felt. I felt like we needed to catch up here. So this is kind of just a catch up. We got summer coming up. We're in the middle of spring. We got new things happening. We got major weird stuff going on. And just kind of like feel like we need to chat. We got Nintendo pulling Disney moves. We got Disney pulling Disney moves. And oh no, that was a lot of sounds right there. I apologize. My Botrix is running. It's been a while. A lot of new subscribers. All right. Thank you for subscribing, people. Welcome one and all. And we gotta talk about Universal. We gotta. Yeah. I don't think I need 7 of those. I'll need to work on that. Sorry about this. It's been a while. It's been like a year since I've been able to like sit in here and do this. I haven't been able to game for a while. I still have a time limit how long I can sit regularly. But yeah, it's been interesting, and I kind of want to catch up with all of you. And so we got people on X, we got people maybe on Rumble. I don't know, possibly. And we got you people on YouTube watching, at least one watching right now. And that's so. I guess I'm in trouble for doing something on Friday where I normally wouldn't. That's okay. Completely fine with being off the normal cuff. I kind of want to talk about one, the wildness of the Epic previews. If you have not been on Twitter or TikTok, seeing the fact that team members have been getting fired because oh well, you invited an influencer and they made content, which is what they do. When it's friends and family, maybe stick to friends and family. Rumors about 800 team members may have been fired. Ouch. I will say, I know today and tomorrow are media days, and that's the beginning of the media stuff. I know a lot of Helios Hotel stuff is going on. There's some stuff about the Helios Hotel that I saw recently, which kind of I've never seen an Orlando area hotel do day parking fees. Now let me explain that for a second. So it looks like Helios will have like a day pass for parking that could be about $100 or so to park there, to go, I guess, go to the bar or go to eat. I don't know if they're worried about people going to park there instead of the main parking lot. I know that happens at Disney all the time. People go to, the Poly, Contemporary, Grand Floridian to park there instead of TTC. So it could be a way to curtail that, but still, that's a first for me. Seeing that, I know like their day parking rates, like in hotels Miami, I think that just seems different. But I will say that not unexpected completely. I also see rumors like of entertainment being cut already from Epic. That is also telling, because if they're already cutting entertainment, that means they're worried about maybe things being softer. Now that could be economically related, or it could be just like people are waiting for stuff to be like fully cooked, so to speak, or fully baked. There's a lot of time with theme parks where things don't work right away. That's kind of how it works sometimes. So there's a lot of times where you're not going to get the same experience. Not everyone likes to be the first person through the gate because rides sometimes don't work. And you're waiting or you're paying for Express Pass, which I think is $296, I think. Like, that's the base, I think, for Epic. And in which case, I think you can also get a tour for $299 for a 4-hour tour of Epic, which is odd, because then why would you get the... I don't know. I mean, do you think you can do all the rides in 4 hours? That's the other thing. I don't know if you can do all the rides. Maybe. So, that's where I'm coming from with a little bit of this, is this kind of seems odd. And I want to see if I can bring up that... One second. All right. Go into Universal's website quickly. No, I don't want to log in right now. Extras. So let's see. 1 park express pass for Epic Universe. Details. Get details. No, get details. So right now it's showing Universe Express Pass, one at a time per ride at Universal Epic Universe from $129.99 to $329.99. And there's no unlimited Express Pass offering right now. I don't know if they're gonna let me do this. No. So I'm only seeing options for... I'm not seeing options for Epic right now. So I'm guessing Epic has to wait until it's a... I'm not seeing options unless you have to have a ticket already. I don't want unlimited. Filter 1. Alright, so 1 park. 1 park Volcano Bay. 1 park Epic. So starting price right now is $139.99 for 1 park for Epic. The starting price for 1 park, so they're all $139.99 for 1 park. So they didn't raise it for that. Let's see details. It's an Epic Universe Express Pass entitles 1 guest, 1 time express on the following attractions: Constellation Carousel, Curse of the Werewolf, Fire Drill, FYRE, Hiccup's Wind Gliders, Le Suc Arcanus, Mario Kart, Monsters Unchained, The Frankenstein Experiment, Stardust Racers, The Untrainable Dragon, and Yoshi's Adventure. So it looks like we're missing an attraction from... We're missing Donkey Kong, and you're missing, I think, the Wizarding World's, the Ministry of Magic attraction. So... Fabio Zanzivier? Zanzivier. Fabio S. Zanzivier. You're new. Let's see who you are. You have 6 subscribers. Great for you. Join February. First of all, I did not go watch the new Snow White. I will not go watch this new Snow White. I don't know why you would think I would watch it. Good for you. Thank you for the comment, and thank you for subscribing. But yeah, didn't see the new Snow White, and I'm not a fan of Tiana's ride. So I don't know what you're talking about. I think I can close my eyes and think about Splash Mountain on Tiana's, and that's like a sad nostalgia. Um, but thank you for your comment, Fabio Zanzivier. It's an interesting name. I'll give you that. Interesting name. I, I will say I was talking about Epic Universe and just going over what the Express Pass gives you. But thank you for contributing to the conversation. All right. Now, well, I'll say I am not rushing to Epic Universe. I am waiting until an annual pass option opens up. If there's previews for annual pass holders, I will try to line up for that. But I kind of wasn't paying for a day ticket for it. Just, I don't need to rush. I will let kinks be worked out, and I will enjoy it at my own pace. But that's kind of just how things go sometimes. And sometimes you just have to wait. I was not right there for a lot of things opening in theme parks because I did not live in the state. So I just had to wait for them to be done. And you know what? When I lived in New York and North Carolina, waiting for things to be done, normally actually worked out pretty well. They didn't break down. You know, sometimes you got to be the first one through the gate. I get it. It's the game. It's the graft. But I'm tired of being disappointed a lot with things lately. So I'd rather wait for things to, cook a little bit. And I guess that's the reverse for Rise of the Resistance because it was working better when it first opened. So I'll take that back on one thing. Like going earlier on for Rise of the Resistance and having the cannons work. Now I do know Disneyland has the cannons working now, so I hope that works the same here and they're working on the cannons working back here again. It's nice to see their attraction going back to the original state it was supposed to be. But I think it's very interesting that like How to Train Your Dragon is already getting a second live action. Like the movie isn't even out yet. I don't think. Is it out? I know CinemaCon's going on right now, so maybe that's why that was announced. Like Universal has enough faith, and I also think they want to keep that IP relevant with the new land in Epic. Like you need to have the zeitgeist around How to Train Your Dragon be enough for it to be, keeping going. At least the way I see it. The hotels, I'm not too. I mean, the hotels are the hotels. I'm not anything against or whatever. It's hotels. What's up, Ash? How you doing? Hope you're well. Hope everything's going well with you. Talking a little Epic, trying to figure out when they're gonna let AP previews happen. I know media is going right now in these past 2 days. I opted not to buy. I'm trying to vote with my wallet more often now, so also paying for a new car. My money goes a little bit differently now after getting the Jeep. It's just having a car note versus not having one. Big things there. But I mean, I think they have to give an option. I do think the annual pass price will go up. So I think it's around $1,000 with Volcano Bay. I'm assuming season pass holders. I don't know. They've been doing a lot of previews. So this is. I feel this is a fully cooked park. Like it's pretty much done. I still don't think with the amount of family previews and employee previews have they met operational like stress test levels yet. So I do think that a annual pass holder one will be a better judge than employees in terms of the number. Like they need to I still feel like they need to do a full stress test on capacity possibly before opening the park. That's my opinion. Like, you need to have like a full capacity stress test to see how the rides and everything like that, to try to figure out flow and stuff. I think you're gonna have choke. I think you're gonna have choke points. I think you're gonna have. You need to figure out how to move people. I'm still not sure if there are between land cut throughs. Like, it looks like it's a hub and spoke, right? Like, it looks like it's a hub and spoke inspired design with Celestial Park in the center. Not true hub and spoke because it's not going around the whole thing, but you have Celestial Park and you have like almost like a tree kind of going, like, you know, 1 1 1 1 1. So my curiosity is how you'll be able to walk between lands, if that's allowed, or if everyone's going into one land and then back out. So you have a lot of cross traffic going around. So I'm wondering how that'll work for flow. And because I can't think of, like, the closest thing I can think of on a Disney park side is like Hollywood Studios. There are some choke points, but not too many. Epcot's just a figure eight, 2 circles. Animal Kingdom's a hub and spoke, and Magic Kingdom's a hub and spoke. So, I mean, and Universal Studios, you have Islands of Adventure, which is one big circle, and come on, Universal Studios floor has a terrible layout. It is like a bunch of crosses, like, going on, like, cross path, cross path, cross path. It's not a park you can, like, walk without backtracking, if you know what I mean. If you've been there, there's a lot of backtracking, a lot of crossing over places you've been. But I think Epic has a better design for sure. Season pass holders getting previews, it's a possibility, but we have a month, about a little bit more than a month, so maybe that's a very good possibility. The more word of mouth, the more positive PR, the better. So the more previews they offer people, they're like, you know, no, we're not trying to make you buy 3-day tickets. We're not trying to make you do this. We're not trying to make you do that. Here's a preview. Here's a preview. Here's a preview. Those previews are goodwill, right? They're like, yeah, we're gonna give you a tease. My guess is not all attractions will be accessible during the previews, possibly, because there are a lot of people that might take advantage of that. I personally think that the level of audacity between some of the people that went with the friends and family previews and, like, completely threw the friend that invited them under the bus by making content, bad on you. But as for Disney's responses to Epic, it seems like they're going to go for monetary ones more so, or ease. Like, the fact that they're rolling out and testing luggage and airport check-in again at the value resorts right now shows me that Disney's trying to see ways to make it so you stay at their resorts or stay somewhere. So if there's something that can make your life easier by being there, I see them now doing that. Now, will that mean Magical Express is coming back? Rumor is Bags Inc. was one of the main reasons why Magical Express went away in the first place, because they lost the contract and stuff like that with Bags Inc. during the... So, I don't know. It could... them and Mears could have an understanding, and that could be possible. I also think this could be being preparation for what's probably coming with Brightline. And if Disney is trying to push forward with the stop at Disney Springs, having your luggage being able to be transferred already without you carrying it, and just being able to get the Brightline from Springs over to the airport is probably a good move. Like, getting one aspect of that less stressful. I don't know if Universal or the Loews hotels offer luggage transfers. I've never stayed at one, so I don't know if they offer the luggage aspect of, like, oh, just check your bags in and we'll have them right away to your plane. And as of right now, I believe the luggage transfers are only with Southwest, which is interesting because, you know, they just brought up those bag fees for the checked bags. So it's very interesting that the bag fees go along with the. You're checking your bag for the Southwest flight that you can pay for. Just saying. Very, very different. So, as for what I think personally, what's going on is that Disney's going to grasp at straws to see what they can do. So, I personally, like I said, I was waiting a little bit until I get an option for a preview, or I can go in or add to my pass that I have. It's hard to think back to like the 90s when the last time there was a new full park at any of the resorts. And you know Disney's worried too. Sorry, tangent, side note. Talking like a squirrel here. Since they're opening both water parks for the summer, for the first time in like, I can't remember how long. That's also because they're giving them away for free on the first check-in day. So, yeah. Like, yeah, they're at capacity now because they're like, hey, might as well just say, hey, you're checking in. You might as well go to that water park for free. Well, you know, you don't have your stuff because your bags are somewhere. This is like an odd thing. Like, I don't get this whole, like, it should be like, oh, enjoy the water park on the last day of your stay. Like, because then you could do a later flight, swim in the pool, get everything packed up, like, the check-in day is just like a weird one. Like, I understand rooms are not ready at Disney early. They are not. They are ready at maybe like 6 o'clock. I have never gotten into a room when I asked for an early check-in. Like, oh, I want to be there at like 10 in the morning. Yeah, I'm here. That's like, oh, wait, they ain't ready. That ain't ready. And if, like, that's a way for them to compensate by saying, well, this $60 ticket for a theme park, for a water park that we really have anyone going through, and we have to pay for people to work anyway, that's open anyway. So we might as well just let people go to that water park. You get the logic there? That's the logic. I think that's the logic. At least that's how I see the logic. But I will say I will be going to Epcot on Sunday because I haven't been there in a while. Well, it's been about a month. Yeah, it's been about a month since I've been to Epcot. It's so yeah, I will be going there Sunday. I mean, I like Flower and Garden, but the quality of the food for everything has gone down so much, and the prices have gone up, where it doesn't equal out to a palatable experience in terms of like eating in Flower and Garden. Like they got rid of, like, it feels like Disneyland gets treated differently, and Tained. What's up, Gary Banjo Sand with Worthington? How are you, How are you, Gary? Tained? Am I tained? Tanned? Am I? Maybe the lighting on the camera is different. I don't know. How are you doing, Gary? You're doing well, Gary. Sorry, for some reason I feel like I have to say that, like from Team America. Gary. But so, as for Epic, I will be waiting a little bit after, let the crowds go through, get to enjoy it at my leisure, at my time. What's up, the Grand Duke? Yes, Zord is here. Sungan? Oh, yeah. As my mom says, I got raccoon eyes. Yeah. I have to stop wearing them for a little bit. I did not realize how much of a how much that came through. Oh, no. I gotta lay off the sunglasses for a bit. No, that's just walking my dog in Florida. Like, just existing here. If you have sunglasses on, you're gonna get them. And I don't do the like fake tan stuff, so I'll just like not wear them for a little bit. Yeah, even my eyes look pale. My eyes look pale. Ugh. Sorry. How you doing, Grand Duke? How you doing, Gary? Gary. But let's talk about a little bit about Disney's response to Epic, just because. Why not? So, as for Disney's response to Epic, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When Disney's firing in all cylinders, when Disney has Imagineers at work firing, like real working Imagineers, not what happened with Tiana's, but like real going, Disney can't be touched most of the time. Now, I don't know how many of those Imagineers are left. That's the main problem. I don't know how many of them are left there. But when Disney like makes a ride, like Flight of Passage. Flight of Passage is a great thought for this. Flight of Passage is an IP that a lot of people didn't like really. A lot of people don't really like Avatar. It made a lot of money because of a 3D gimmick and ticket prices, blah blah blah. It did make a lot of money, but it wasn't like Avatar diehards. There are not too many of them. It didn't take over the cultural zeitgeist. People weren't saying Sivako everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, it had a thing. But they made such an amazing attraction, such a draw of an attraction, that it became a 4-hour wait when it opened up immediately. One of the best rides in Animal Kingdom. Excuse me, drink. Sorry for that. And that's where we are right now. So when Disney does something right, it's good. Like Imagineering, when they get it right, as much as I don't like the sequel trilogies, dude, I know. Oh, I know. Tron Ares. I saw Tron before I saw Star Wars. Tron was my Star Wars as a kid. Because my dad loved arcades. And so Tron was like one of the first things I saw as a kid. And I was like, you can go inside a game? I want to live in a game? Like, I was like, you know, Tron, four letters? Tron. I'm just saying. And the aesthetic, just like the bright neon, like, it's so clean. Now, I know they were showing off Tron Ares today at CinemaCon. Disney was there. I don't know why you would start CinemaCon on April 1st. Did no one think that through? No one. Just saying. No one thought it through. But I'm looking forward to that. The teasers, I love the idea of it reversing and flipping the script. A program gets out into the real world. Now, I know at the end of Tron Legacy and ISO came out into the real world. I know that. Oh, Shadow Dragon BioReconstruct just red is the new blue. Hey, man. Hey. Just saying, they could have timed it better, right? Like, hey. Greetings, fellow programs. But I'm hoping this leads towards Tron. All right, draggy picture for BioReconstruct. Ooh, that guy just loves to fly around, doesn't he? Like, he just loves to fly around. I'm looking forward to it. I like Jared Leto as an actor. Sometimes he does weird stuff, and Jeff Bridges is still part of this. I don't know where his son is though. Like, where is Sam Flynn? Where's his kid? Like, I know Sam. Like, where is the kid? And where is the ISO? Where's Olivia Wilde? Those are the two things I'm wondering about because of the continuation. Ooh, well, the ride go. I don't see why not. It's just LEDs. You think it's just blue? It goes orange. I would love that, man. Just throwing in red. They should have. Look, the fact that they don't do orange enough and you only get orange for 1 second, that should be like alternating. Look, they shouldn't have done a carbon copy of Shanghai's. They should have made it a racing coaster, one on each side, going blue, orange. That's how it should have been. That's how it should have been. But, sadly, we got the cheapness of Iger. I still love the ride, though. I still love Tron. I still love the ride. It's short. It's sweet. It's got the music. Some things don't have to last forever. You know what I mean? That's there's some saying, beautiful things aren't meant to last. I hope we get a Tron, like a character meet and greet with Ares. Like, I still don't understand why there's not people in like a Tron get up, like by Tron. I don't know why there can't be. They have outfits for Mickey and Minnie that are Tron outfits and Goofy. We're missing opportunities here. I'm just saying. We are. Of course, he has to throw in his opinion. He doesn't like Tron that much because he has to go into a locker. It's not my fault. You can't fit. It's honest. He can't fit. He cannot fit. What am I supposed to do if he can't fit? Also, if you are new here, please remember to hit the subscribe button or follow or whatever it is on whatever platform you're watching on. Someone is watching me on Rumble. Hello there. Hi, Rumble. But I think Disney's responses are going to be staged. Like, they're staggered, right? I mean, they are working on stuff. I think the Indiana Jones ride will actually be really awesome in Animal Kingdom. I don't get the point of Encanto, but the Indy ride, I'm behind 100%. Encanto could have went somewhere else. I don't get it. The boy talks to birds. Okay, he's Dr. Dolittle. Fine. He did break in the locker once. Yes, his arm broke in the locker once. He has trauma from that. They are bigger than the Universal lockers, though. Universal lockers were very scary for him. Those are very trying for Zort and my equipment. Getting everything into those lockers was, he had to origami himself flat and bend his legs up, and it really made it hard. Universal needs bigger lockers. That's my guess. That's what I'm saying. Universal needs bigger lockers. Little ASMR. But so let's break it down from park by park. Animal Kingdom. They're already starting. They're going through. Guns a-blazing. Is Zort the OG Mickey 17? Oh God, maybe. I mean, Zort now carries things for his trauma in his back. He has snack packs now. So luckily they don't check his bag. Actually, I'll take that back. The last time I went into Hollywood Studios, they did ask me to like open Zort's bag. Like they literally went to go look because they thought I was trying to take something in through Zort's bag. That was the oddest thing I've ever seen. This like security guard zipping open and just like looking in the bag, and like the people going through security just like in utter shock that was even happening. Like, oh, we just have to see if there's something in there. Like you're hiding something in your puppet. No. Zort's very clean. Do wish he had an update though, like Disney. Hey, with Grogu and Mando coming out, sorry, I said Mandu. With Grogu and Mando coming out, you put them in there. Maybe he gets the Banshee treatment and gets a little wireless remote. Because only so far. Puppet lives matter. Indeed they do, Gary. Indeed they do. Puppet lives do matter. I'm just checking. But, so, Animal Kingdom, I do think the Indiana Jones rides, it's a beloved ride in both Tokyo Disneyland and Disneyland California. So I do think having a proper indie attraction here. I mean, I have my whip somewhere. I do have a whip. It only took me 5 years living here to finally buy the whip and the cuffs they sell at Hollywood Studios. 5 years. I held off for 5 years of buying those things. 5 years, by the way. I am so curious how that ride will do and how that will change that land. Gary Banjo, they are all here. The owl is here. The Banshee is here. I do think I'm going to try and rotate them more. It's just hard to have things on two shoulders. To be completely honest, it's hard to have things on two shoulders and a bag. Like, we're going to have to like work it out so the Banshee can go in the bag or the owl can go on the bag or something. Or one of them can just plop on my head. Maybe the owl can plop on my head. We'll stay up there maybe. No, yes, no. Zort's got the shoulder of priority. But the Banshee might make more appearances out in Animal Kingdom and stuff like that. The owl might make more appearances too. It's just the two shoulders. It's just hard. The Banshee does fall off, and it's so I don't know if it's like movement. It has to go like right in the collarbone, right? My distance between my collarbone and my shoulder is kind of short. I don't know if I have narrow collarbones. It's like right here. That's where it's got to go. I got a big head too. So sometimes I hit it. Um, so that's the one downside of no cord. The cord kind of helps keep tension because it does help keep him on. The magnets work okay, but if you get too much movement, the magnet's going to give out. There's only so much force. And they don't do super powerful magnets in it. And the amount of clothes you have on between the magnet and the thing. So if you have a jacket on, like a winter jacket, those magnets can't go through that much. So it's like meant for a t-shirt. Get my point? So that's one of the reasons why the Banshee kept falling off. I had a winter coat on that day. It was cold out. It was winter. It was Christmas time. Stop making comments. But good point and brought up Shadow Dragon. So Animal Kingdom, I think, will have the most immediate improvements. That park is also still only a half-day park. I don't think accidents happen. I do think that Animal Kingdom will have the most marketed improvement in terms of the overall park quality because of these. It would be nice to have Animal Kingdom have an actual dark ride, since it doesn't have one. I mean, you can consider Navi's River Journey a dark ride, but it's super short, and the line is too long for what it is. So if Encanto brings in an actual dark ride into the park, I think that's a good move. It needed another one. Those are Disney's marquees, are dark rides. Like that's where they do have their bread and butter. So Animal Kingdom getting another dark ride, even though it's on a property I really don't care for, it's still another dark ride, which is needed in a park that has minimal attractions as is. As for, we'll go from Animal Kingdom. Epcot's not really getting touched. They're getting Test Track finishing up this summer for the new Test Track, which I'm looking forward to. If it's bringing in more World of Motion, cool. I'm down for that. Nothing like a little bit of motion. But I'm curious. Because I don't know how much they're going to change the amount of time it's been closed for. So it's overlays, it's taken down the Tron aesthetic, which is weird. You know, you brought Tron over to Magic Kingdom, took the Tron aesthetic out of Test Track, and now you're going to put the older aesthetic back into Test Track. I miss the Crash Test dummies they used to have in Test Track. Anyone else remember that cartoon, by the way? The 90s cartoon, Crash Test. Do you? Did you have the toys? The heads would pop off. What's up, Westy? How you doing? So, I do think that's good that will be reopening up. I do also think like they need to do something, anything with the health pavilion. Oh, Rogue did not like that. If you could hear her barking, they need to do something with the health pavilion. I think it's about time, and it just needs to be updated. And that's like it is what it is. They do need to update it, but and I don't think they ever will. On to Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios also getting, which I think is actually a good thing. All right. I think it's a good thing. I feel bad for Muppets. I want Muppets to go somewhere and live. They have squandered Muppets, wasted Muppets. Muppets could have been everything. I'm just saying, you could have had Star Wars Muppets. You could have had a Star Wars Muppets movie. Like, you own Muppets. Muppets is rife for parody of your own films, Disney. Where is the Muppvengers? Like, put Muppets and Marvel together. Redo the Infinity Saga with Muppets. Kermit as Captain America. Gonzo. Hulk? Fozzie. Thor. Fozzie is Thor. Dr. Teeth. Loki. Um, the blonde one that's with Dr. Teeth that I can't remember the name of. Natasha. Muppets vs. Predators. That's a good choice. Muppets vs. Predators. I like it. That could have worked really well. I'm just saying, you had the Muppets. You had them. You're in your hands. Use them. Come on. I still want to see pigs in space. If you want to just remember that from the Muppets. Shoot, you already had a crossover of Muppets and Star Wars in the 70s. The whole cast was on the Muppet Show. It's time to start the music. It's time to make it right. It's time to make it happen for the Muppet Show tonight. I'm just saying, as a fan of the Muppets and a fan of other IP that Disney has, that's what they did. Muppets did before anyway. Muppets Treasure Island, Muppets Christmas Carol. Those are like some of the favorite Muppet movies. They're just parodies. Like, imagine Muppet Snow White. That would have done so much better than live action. Muppet Snow White, Miss Piggy as Snow White. Kermit as the prince. Rolf as the huntsman. Who would be the evil queen? Honestly, I'm just going to say it. I'd be okay if Gonzo was the evil queen. And you put one of his chickens in the mirror, as the mirror on the wall. Sorry. I went on a tangent there I wasn't expecting to do. I seriously did. I went on a tangent I was not expecting to go on a tangent about also tell me how my chicken sound is. I'm curious. Is it good? I don't know. It's been a while. Oh. But yeah, I think the Monsters Inc. land going in there. Now the question is, the coaster looks cool. 100%. It's got to be a little bit longer than what Tron is, but the coaster design, the loading system, the seat mechanisms and everything like that, I think it'll be a cool coaster. I don't know how I feel about Theme Park Sushi with Harryhausen's going in there, especially since you're taking over a restaurant quick service that is for kids with Pizza Rizzo, which was Pizza Planet. So I don't know how that's going to go. I really don't. But they're going to bring in the Muppet, they're going to bring in the Monsters Inc. laugh floor and put it into and I think that will be a good thing, and maybe help flow around the park. Because right now, Hollywood Studios is broken. It's a bunch of big attractions and not many small ones. So I think that's the problem. I think it's a lot of big attractions, and there's not enough little low-tier attractions for people to go on to. And I'm trying to see how well my leg is doing. So, housekeeping side note, I still have my issue with my leg. It's been a year almost. And part of the problem with it is that, like, I can't sit normally for too long. I have to have my legs up. So I need to get a new, like, office chair so I can have my legs up. Hopefully be able to do longer in-house streams. That Lego thing, that was not fun. That my leg swelled up afterwards, which is not a fun thing to do. But that's why I like the park streams help out a little bit more, because I'm standing and moving. So I might end up having to get a standing desk situation going on, so I can do these a little bit more better. But it is what it is, and it will be what it will be. But we still have to talk about Magic Kingdom. So we talked about Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Epic Universe, Animal Kingdom. We're going to talk about Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom has the most interesting, most going into it, and the most controversial going into it. Because you have the Cars Land taking over Rivers of America, which will be, looks like 1 or 2 attractions. like one main attraction and one smaller attraction, and maybe like a quick service type area, and that's. I don't think you need to take all of Rivers of America away to do what they want to do. I don't think you need that. Like, you don't need to do that. You can have the water there. You can take half of that. I think you could get away with taking half of Rivers of America away. The Villains Land, they're banking on. They're banking on the villains, and everyone loves the villains, even though the last couple live action movies that did the villains weren't really the best. Like Mufasa. Not Mufasa, but the movie was about Scar. It was supposed to be about Scar originally, I think. It was supposed to be Scar, and then they made it Mufasa. But I'm more interested in the Cars thing, but then again, like, I have a Jeep. They are basically giving me Jeep the ride. That is what they're doing. And if that's the case, cool. I don't want to mess up my Jeep too much. So I will let them go through and mess it up. Change is good for views. I hope so. I'm trying to make things more interesting. I will say that I got my package for Jeep Beach also in the mail. So I will have about 4 days worth of Jeep content coming. I'm working on making it into a separate channel, but their live streams will probably be going on here for the actual convention event. I'll be driving on the Daytona track with my Jeep, which is going to be cool. Like, I get to do a couple laps around the track. Definitely more of a Rogue Incognito thing, but I'll bring Zort along for this one. I think Zort being in the Jeep might be good for him. But I will say I'm going to have to call it because my leg is starting to feel a little bit odd. Sorry for cutting it shorter than I wanted to do, but thank you guys all for hanging out. And stay foolish, everyone. And I think no, I don't have an outro on here. But thank you guys for hanging out. This was a little impromptu live stream, last minute type of deal. Felt like talking to y'all. And I'll try to start doing more. Hopefully bring back the 90s stream soon in the future. But stay foolish, everyone. Enjoy your time in the parks. All right? Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.